Hello, today I'm going to talk about communication strategies that will help your child to improve understanding during conversation. So, conversation starters are at 6 level. So, I will be talking about 6 communication strategies. The first is you ask the child to describe himself. Second, ask the child to describe the listening device. Third, ask the child how does he manage the environment. Fourth, you ask the child how does the child use communication strategy if the child does not understand what the speaker is saying. So what strategy is used? And fifth, you check if the child knows more communication strategies which can be used. And then sixth, how to make a specific request in a particular phrase. So going through all this, let's start with the first one. Ask the child for what does the child see himself as. Now this is a discussion exercise. So you are going to have discussion with your child who's a teenager, and you will not tell the child anything. You will prompt the child to think and decide and give you the specific feedback. For example, how does the child describe himself or herself? Does the child use the word deaf, hard of hearing, hearing differences, hearing loss, handicap, with hearing limitations? Which is the term your child is using when the child is identifying himself or describing herself? This will help the child to use communication strategies in the self-advocacy. Because every child is not the same. Every child does not have the same loss. So every child cannot have the same communication strategy. So you help the child to find out what is the best for the child. Okay. Coming to the second communication strategy, you help your child to answer the question, how does the listening device helps him or her to understand conversation? So the child should be able to explain it only 1 or 2 sentences, not very long. Nobody has the patience to listen to the whole understanding of how does cochlear implant work. So if somebody asks the child, what is this you're wearing? How does it help? So the child should be able to explain it in 2 sentences. So during discussion, you help the child to frame those 2 sentences, which he or she can use to describe the device being used. Coming to the third, discuss with the child, how does the child manage the environment? For example, if your child is sitting in the class and is not able to understand the teacher, then what does he or she tell the teacher? How to help him or her out? If the child is in a restaurant, gone to a restaurant where you are having meals with family or with friends, and you prefer to sit somewhere where you can hear better, then ask the child what strategy you will use. What will you tell the waiter? What will you tell your friends? Or what will you tell your family? Where do you want to sit? So this will be managing the environment. For example, your child can tell the waiter that I want to sit with my back towards the wall, but not in a corner. Can you help me get a seat? So this is a communication strategy just for your reference, but don't say this to the child. Let the child think himself or herself. Fourth, check what strategy the child is using most of the time. Most of the time, we use non-specific strategies. So the child will not give specific instructions what is required, But the child will say that I didn't understand what you said. So sometimes the child will use simple simple words like okay, what's that? Please repeat. Excuse me, I didn't understand. Okay. So now this gives an indication that the child has not understood and the speaker has to repeat. So when the child says, please repeat it, please say it again, the speaker will say it in the same way exactly like he or she has said earlier. There's no change. So the child will still not understand. Why? Because the person who has typical hearing does not understand what the children with cochlear implant have limitations and what can't they understand. Therefore, the child has to learn to use specific communication strategies. What are specific communication strategies? Like the child should be able to say, like just now I said, na, with my back towards the wall. Not just, suppose the child goes to the restaurant and tells the waiter, give me a place where there's less noise. No, the waiter doesn't know that. There is noise all over the restaurant. People are talking, chatting, laughing. There will be noise. So the waiter is at a loss. Where shall I make him or her sit? So when you say with my back towards the wall, but not in a corner, that is a specific strategy. The waiter understands and selects a seat accordingly and allocates that to the child. Okay. Now the child might have different strategies for different people. For family, different, friends, different. If the child is with a teacher, different strategies. And if the child is with a stranger, again, very different strategy. The child cannot go to a stranger in a restaurant and say that, can I sit here and will you move over there? That's not courteous. So therefore, the child has to learn what strategy to use in what environment and with what people, and so that it is specific and it is effective. Then the next level is where the child has to understand that there are a lot of different communication strategies which can be used and which can be specific. For example, rather than telling a person, you're speaking too loud, I can't understand, can you speak little softly? Or there is too much background noise, I cannot understand, can we move to the quieter area? So these are specific strategies. What exactly we want the speaker to do. So the child has to think which strategies can help in which situation. So you help the child to think of different communication strategies and in different situations and try them out and make a note which communication strategy helped the child to listen better but which did not work, so that next time he will or she will use what worked for that particular child. Then you have to also see that the strategy you are using, the frame you are using, is there are factors, 5 factors in phrasing the request. What are those 5 factors? First is the sentence should start with I and not you. For example, the child should not be saying, you are speaking loud, so I cannot understand. The child should say, I cannot understand in the noise. My cochlear implant does not help me to understand better with the background noise. So I request you to please let us move to a quieter area. Now in this, the first thing is the child has to start with I and not you. Second is the child has to make it very specific what exactly the child wants you to do. Here the child is telling the speaker to move to a quieter area where there is no noise. Third, give the reason for the request. Why are you saying that? Why do you want that? So when you say my cochlear implant device does not help me to understand when there is background noise, you're giving the reason for the request. So you will get better compliance. Then fourth, what you are giving is specific request and you are polite. When you are requesting also you are polite. So yes, you are not ordering or giving instructions. Move to a quieter area. Let's go to a quieter area. Let's go where there is no background noise. You're saying, so can we please move to a quieter area? And what effect it will have so that I can hear you better. So you are giving a reason for that also. Again, be very thankful and show your gratitude. So when the person complies with your request, when the person follows your request, then you have to say, thank you for understanding. So nice of you. Thank you, I can hear better now. That helped me a lot. So this specific feedback is also going to the speaker of what action the speaker has taken. So when you are discussing all this with the child, see that the child knows what strategies to use with what people, in what environment, in what situations, and how to formulate and phrase that particular request. So try these with your child, have a discussion, make the note of the exercise, feedback, ask specific feedback from the child. How does the child understand? And after the discussion, after the child should be trying different strategies, and ultimately the child should have a list, and child knows when the child is not understanding the conversation, what exactly the child has to do so that the conversation does not break and the communication is more successful. So try this exercise, try this discussion, and write in the comment if you have any questions or doubt or comment, and I will get back to you. Thank you.